Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, man.
All praises, all praises. Hey, we're here with another time traveling Tuesday or Tuesday time travel. You know, we're here just to wake up our people and illuminate the past through the light of the word,
That's very important. That's why we do it. That's the whole reason for us to bring out what's been buried under the dust and bring it up to the surface, right?
Yeah, that's
Shalom.
right. That's right. Hey, shalom, brother Bill, shalom.
Bill already in the chat.
Look, first one in the building today. First one in the building.
And
The
let the
water for
bruised and
being
the
here
devil.
with us.
All praises, man.
Like I say, hey, you could be anywhere, but you're here with your brothers. All praises.
Where you need to be. Exactly where you need to be. With your brothers.
Yep, Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. And we gathering for a good reason. We ain't gathering for no folly or no wickedness. We gathering so we can be edified and that we can set ourselves apart from the world and turn back to our Creator, the Most High.
Turn back. It's all praises. Turn back.
All praises. Shalom, shalom, sis. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High tonight, man, as we get ready for this great lesson. It's something new for me that I'm going to pay some good attention to, man. I love history. Anything that's got to do with our people, our ancestors and stuff, man. That's all I look forward to, man, because, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here.
That's right. And it's important that we don't forget our past.
Yes.
That we don't make the same mistakes that got us into the mess that we're in now.
And we'll start off with that one. Pull a precept while we wait, but still, I'm going to go to Romans.
Okay, come.
Go to the book of Romans, chapter 15. I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scripture might have hope."
That's right.
That's why we like to go back in time and stuff and get this for our learning, man. It lines up and show us exactly who we are and why we was going through the stuff that we was going through back then on up to now. So
That's right.
scripture falls right in line with it. That's a beautiful thing.
Con. That's right. It's a beautiful thing to remember those things because the Most High, He remembers the things that goes on, and He's just writing everything down.
Like
He's
a
like,
record.
He's like, okay, all right. And so when that judgment day comes, He gonna open that. He gonna open that book, and He gonna be like, see this right here? Got you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're gonna get the reward. You're gonna be rewarded as you have already sown. You sown that work in the earth, whether it be good or bad, and you're gonna be rewarded for it. People don't think about that. They don't think everybody think a reward is a good thing. Like, I did something good, I'm gonna get something. Yeah, but our reward can be something bad as well.
That's right. Throw another one out there real quick, Akim. So since we're already here, Deuteronomy 32, verse 7. "Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders and thy will tell thee." That's why it's important to remember the days of old. You can't scoot it under the rug and say, well, this is a new generation. It don't work that way. A lot of brothers like to get on and try to debate and talk about they don't care what happened to their ancestors and stuff, man. Well, how'd you get here? What blood was shed for you to be here? So why would you even say something like that when the Bible speaks on our ancestors? They wrote it. So if you don't want to believe in your ancestors, don't pick it up and read it. Because that's all it talks about is what happened to the children of Israel.
That's right. Man. And it's important. It's very important that we remember these things. Just like he brought out the precept, went perfectly with our lesson, because we about to have an elder. He's about to tell us about how he survived a lynching.
I ain't never heard one surviving a lynching.
Right? Hey, I'm not gonna give too much away.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna wait a little bit longer to get the
yes,
people in the building.
yes.
But yeah, it was interesting when I was learning about it, because there were some places that me and the brothers we were still wanting to go visit for historical reasoning,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a museum for the Black Holocaust that I know that I was wanting to go to, and I'm pretty sure these brothers wanting to visit at some point too.
That's right.
Shalom,
Oh, wow.
shalom, shalom. The real in the building. Shalom.
My praise. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a few places that we want to go visit. I still want to go visit that Hebrew church down in Augusta. While I was down there, I didn't get to visit it. But I want to do that. We got the what the EJI? Is that what it's
yes.
called?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Yep. We still want to go on. We want to try to make a trip out of that so that we can bring y'all some information about our past, about the things we went through, and y'all can have eyes view on it if you can't make it there yourself.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Man, it's so much that's going on right now in the earth that people they got your attention over here, there. I know something else got to be going on because all they've been talking about is this bridge in
Exactly.
Baltimore.
Yes.
This one bridge they've been talking about. They hit and some people died from it. But there's all kinds of things going in the earth. We got China and Taiwan. We still got Russia and Ukraine still going on. Is Israel like the Israelis? I'll say it like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we have the Palestinians. You have that going on, and then you have Africa. They're trying to get away from. They're trying to get away from their oppressors. It look like I'm frozen. Let me let me just kill my video.
Yeah, you had a UN that moved there to Africa.
Kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about that. There's a lot of things that's going on earth, but they talking about one bridge.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, they trying to distract us from something. I believe. I believe it wholeheartedly. They're trying to distract us from something. I ain't never seen nothing like that. It's just a bridge. It's just a bridge. It's not like
Got
it's not like
thousands of bridges in the world.
yeah. They would think it was the Statue of Liberty that fell.
Wow.
But man, I do feel for the people that lost their lives there though. Some of the workers on the bridge, they tried to warn the people, and they saved some people. Oh, yep, there you go, there
There
you
you
go,
go,
brother.
Bill. Korea testing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's happening.
See, see, they
All
got
over.
people distracted. They got people distracted with this bridge, and things are going on in the earth.
Trying to keep them from the real what's going on. Trying to keep them in the back.
Right. Like I don't. It said, look here, not there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, but let me go out and come back in real quick. See if I
Yeah.
can fix this camera.
It is. All praise to the Most High. While General going out, I want to read another precept, man. Isaiah 46, and I'm starting at verse 8. Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former things of old. It's very important that we remember our past. That's why that's remember the past gives us a chance to wake up to our true identity, our nationality as a people, as a nation of Israel, for the Most High, man. Right? That's why they don't teach it in schools. That's why they say it's illegal. That's why they don't want to push it. That's why they tell us, man, now look, they're gonna start pushing these laws about preaching on the street and everything, man. Gonna have to stop it because the Israelites are waking up everywhere. They're coming back to themselves now, like the Lord said, man. Let me get that precept since we already here too, real quick before January. You might want to get on and get that, but let me pull another precept. I love this precept. I'm gonna go right back to where I want to go to Romans 13. Watch this. I'm gonna go to Romans 13.
Need me to read that for you, Chief?
Yeah, Romans 13 and 11.
Con, this is Romans 13 and verse 11. In that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed.
So in general, was talking about it earlier. Is all this stuff that's going on in the world and everything is meant to put you asleep from what's really happening. And the Lord said, now is the time to wake up from your sleep because
That's
the
right.
salvation is more nearer than the first time you believed. We know these are the last days, and all the stuff that's happening and everything, man, is all going according to the Most High's plan and everything. And what we need to do is focus on waking ourselves up, man, and making sure that we return to the things that He told us to return to, because we don't want to be destroyed when America will be destroyed. And America will be destroyed, right? It's not going to be saved. It's not going to be one of those, man, the guy's going to overlook and just say everybody's together. America will be destroyed. America's got blood on its hands, man. A lot of
Sure.
folks don't understand that. They think it's just, you can just fall on your knees and ask for forgiveness. America, but with the video that we're going to see tonight, proven fact that blood is on America's hands. It cannot be cleansed. The Bible says the wicked cannot be justified. You can't get a pardon. You can't.
That's right. They can't get away. But hey, not only America, but all these
How
other
others?
nations
That's right.
that had their hand in the destruction of the children of Israel, they got they got a reward coming for them. You know.
That's right. That's right. He don't forget. That's why he's so just. That's why he's a just God, man. The Most High is just, man. He's
That's right.
balanced, right? And that's why he the only one can sit on that throne, man, because he rule in righteousness, man. It wouldn't be fair, man, to turn around, man, and just be like, forget all that cruelty and everything. That means I mean, what's Satan created for? If he don't even need it. If he can do it, come on, man. You know,
Right.
I just think it's just get to a point, man. We get emotional and we get to our feelings and everything, man. When we're trying to dictate the word of God, man, and make it fit our ideology, man, and our understanding, what we feel and what we believe, what was taught to us by Christianity. They taught you how to do all that, man. Take the
That's
word
right.
and flip it, take it and take its meaning from it, and not getting the understanding from the Most High. But this is how we gonna give you the understanding of it. No, man. No, we keep the laws, man. The Most High, you fear the Most High, man. He gonna give you the understanding of this book, man. Not everybody get the understanding of it, man, because they don't fear the Most High.
Kind. Hey, it's gonna keep. I'm freezing up over here. I might just go
Oh,
without.
yeah,
I might just go end up going without my camera.
yeah. I see
Cause
you done froze
hey,
again, man.
we got a lesson to do tonight, and if it's gonna keep acting like this, I'd rather just have the camera off. You know. Sorry, people, you're not gonna get to see the general's face tonight.
Yeah, they ain't see that.
Hey, but hey, you got Chief to look at.
Yes, we in the building for this, man. Look, I'm looking forward to this thing, man. I mean, I know this thing right here, man, is going to really, hit home plate too, man. Especially for our people, man, because they don't show these stuff in school, man. They don't
That's
teach
right.
us these things, man. That's why we don't even know how great we are, man. Because we look at each other like trash, man. Because they don't teach us, like, hey, you know who y'all are, man. And I'm gonna tell you like it's one of my great movies that I love, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, dude. I can watch about 10 or 15 times. It's the movie Get Out. I
That
love it.
movie.
I love it. Do you know why? Because
Why that?
when he's sitting in the end and he's in that seat, he says to the man that come on TV, why do you do black people like this? He said, because we want to be stronger, we want to be smarter, and we want to be more cool like y'all. And it just goes along
Right.
with the Bible when the Lord said one people should be what? Stronger than the
Stronger
other.
than the other. That's
Oh, that
true.
just even in their movies and stuff, man. They already let you know, man, y'all the people, man. And you know what? They just keep this history right here on the back burner on the outside so that we won't know, right? And it keeps us down. That's why I love that movie, man, because I'm like, that's why they take hearts and organs and eyes in there because they want to be like us, man.
Man, that is true. Like it's the black man is probably one of the most copied man on the planet. But in the words of Paul Mooney, everybody want to be one, but nobody want to be one.
That's right. That's right.
It's it's a beautiful thing to be the most high God's chosen people. But
That's right.
that also that puts a lot of responsibility on us to be good leaders in the earth, to be the light to the people.
That's
Whether
right.
they like yes, hey, didn't it say was it Deuteronomy 6:25? Let me pull that up real quick. I think that's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Deuteronomy 6:25. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm looking for. Mm, okay, there it is. It says this is Deuteronomy 6:25, and it says it should be a righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God as He have commanded us. So as we're doing the commandments and we're keeping the commandments, like it'll show as our righteousness, and our righteousness is like it's the light to the nations. That's because we're keeping the law, and it will just cause us to, like it said, wisdom will cause a face to shine. Keeping the commandments, that's wisdom.
Mm.
And you can read that. You can read that in the like. You can read that in Sirach, the first chapter, when it talks about wisdom. It says the beginning of wisdom, is fearing the Most High God, and by
That's right.
fearing Him, what it like is by fearing Him, having respect unto Him, or giving Him honor, is doing what He says, and then by doing what He says, He told Moses what we are to do. And that's to keep the commandments. Talk about them wherever we go.
That's right.
Deuteronomy 6.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
6:4. 6:4 and just go down. Mm.
That's
And
what's
when I
very
think about
important too, that great wisdom. We need that wisdom of the Most High, man, in order for us to carry on.
we need the wisdom and thank the Most High for His mercy.
Mm,
Because if it
mm,
wasn't for that, hey, we be a no people.
mm. Would have
That's
been
what.
destroyed, man. Gone.
That's right. Hey, it looks like we've been in here for a little bit.
Right.
Uh, let me go ahead. Do you have a video? You want me to go ahead and pull it up?
Do you have it? If
Yeah,
you want to put it in the
I,
chat and I'll
I
play
got
it,
it.
hope it don't
I got
freeze
it.
up.
Hopefully it don't freeze up. If not, it's the first one in our chat. I look like I can see it. If it don't work, if you could grab it.
Okay.
You see it, Chief?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, all praises. All right, go ahead, open this up, and we'll get started.
Looks like it's gonna work. Yeah.
I begged Dr. Cameron to let me be on the board, and today is just yet another day of my experience with him, of resurrection, restoration, reconciliation, renewal, regeneration, redemption of Dr. James Cameron.
First of all, he is quite cool. KWEU.
Hey, General.
Which means sweet messenger. He is
So,
General. Hezekiah.
the
right,
messenger. He's able to tell the story.
can
Put
you
it
hear
in.
me?
Yeah, now I can put it in the chat and let me start it up and see if it works. It's
To African
freezing.
Americans, and this
Oh, it's
country
already in the
and
chat.
freedom of
It's at the
Okay.
and cannot
Yeah,
tell
it's
their
in the
story.
top of the chat in the private chat. Yeah, I'll take that off because it's loading slow over here for me as well.
So I got
Hey,
the other one
Salakia
in the chat.
Israel
Yeah, I don't see it in there, God. Can you put it
having
again?
technical difficulties. me see. Oh, hold on.
See if it work on my end a little better because it's freezing up. I don't want it to freeze up while they trying to look at it. Get some good intel.
Sure. Let's see. There we go. You should see it pop up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it might be the weather, brother Bill. I don't know.
I beg Dr. Cameron to let me be on the board. And today is just yet another day of my experience with him, of resurrection, restoration, reconciliation, renewal, regeneration, redemption, and remembrance. Thank God for the life of Dr. James Cameron.
First of all, he is Kweku, Kweu, which means sweet messenger. He is the messenger. He's able to tell a story. And the story that he's telling is what happened to African Americans in this country and freedom loving whites. That was his message. The ones who died and cannot tell their story.
This is a piece of the rope that was used to hang one of my two buddies here in Marion, Indiana, August the 7th, 1930, 65 years ago. After they'd hung him on a tree, they came back to get me because I was to be the third man. They wanted all three of us hanging on the tree that night. We had been picking horseshoes that afternoon in a fellow named Ogden Weaver's backyard. And the moon was shining real bright that night. It was an August night, and about 9 o'clock, the horseshoe games broke up. As I was on my way home, Tommy asked me would I like to go for a ride. He had a 1926 Ford Roadster. And as soon as they started driving, they said, let's hold up somebody and get some money and buy another car. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. I said, let me out of here. And they said, oh, say nothing to it. So all you got to do is just pick a gun and put it on the people. They stick them up. And if they don't stick them up, you just shoot them, that's all. I go up to the car, and I open the car door, and I held the gun up like this, and I said, stick them up. And this man and this lady got out of the car, this white man and this white lady. When the guy got out of the car, I looked at him, and you know what? He was a friend of mine. He was a nice white fella. He used to come down to the place where I'd shine shoes, and he'd tip me, and we'd always laugh and talk. And the young lady got out of the car. Her face was so pale and lovely and frightened. And I gave the gun back to Tommy, and I said, here, you guys take that gun. I said, I'm not going to have anything to do with you guys. And I left them out there at the scene of the crime. I kept on running until I got home, a distance of about 6 miles. On the way over there to the jail, that was the first time in my life I ever prayed for white people that I can consciously remember. You know what I prayed for? I prayed that that man wouldn't die so he could say I hadn't shot him. My mother went to the hospital, father. She had something like 11 or 12 hours before he died to be with him. And he made his peace with God. And that's a great satisfaction in my heart yet to this day. Naturally, he would have loved to live. He would have loved. We don't like to see that 1930. I lost my best friend. Yeah, the crowd was beginning to gather as soon as we were put in jail. And by morning, they were flooding up the jail yard. And all that day, they kept coming. By nightfall, there was 10 to 15,000 whites out there screaming for the blood of us three blacks.
Very tense feeling among everybody. And you felt it all over town.
The sheriff had told the police not to shoot out there. There were women and children. And 4 big white men got some sledgehammers in their hands, and they started knocking on the cement blocks and throwing around the steel door that was the entrance to the jail. And they come dragging one of the boys down to the jail.
Hey, pause that real quick.
Got you.
The water. Now, notice how this all came about. The brother was chilling out with some other people that was his so-called friends, and they said, "Hey, let's get in a ride. Let's take a ride." And of course, they had a nice car, and he was like, "Yeah, let's. Hey, that's a nice car. I want to ride in it too." And then as they're riding, that's when they start plotting. They start to plot. Hey, let's hold up some people, take their money, and buy a new car. What? You got a car already, but you're gonna risk it all just to get another car?
Mm, mm.
And these are supposed to be your so-called friends you're hanging around. That's wild to me.
Now we're dealing with greed. I mean, gosh, man.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
is that some of that unleavened there, man? That lump turning around, man, and you already. And why would you even put yourself in that predicament knowing how it was back then?
Right.
Like we truly knew how it was back then, man, no doubt. But yet we still put ourselves in that situation, man.
And what's crazy about that to me is that these are your people you hang with.
That's crazy, man.
Like that's you have to choose better friends. Like it's you got to make sure that you stay around a godly man. Let me see if I can get that real quick.
That's so true, man. That's so true.
Yeah, because if what would have kept him out of his situation if he was around people who kept the commandments, who actually loved the Most High, right?
Right. Shalom, shalom. That's right. That's right. And that's why it's very important to, have the right friends, light with light, man. Right. And I believe the gracefulness, well, I won't say it, we just watch it, man. But that was the Most High being allowed this brother to have his life spared, definitely. His last minute decision.
I got that scripture.
Go ahead, guys.
This is Sirach 37 and verse 12. It said, "But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarriage." So being around the people that you know are like you. He knew what was right and he knew what was wrong.
That's right.
And that ultimately was what the Most High was looking at.
Yeah.
When I think about it, he went up there. He could have went through with what his friends wanted him to do. But I believe the Most High was watching out for him. Had that spirit on the, hey, don't do that, brother. Don't do that, brother. Like it, and he was like, stick him up. And he saw one of the people. How crazy is it that you run into somebody you know when you trying to stick them up?
Yo, man, Jen, what you doing? Oh, my bad. Hold on.
General, what you doing?
Yeah. That was a part-time job, my second job, man. Yeah.
So that was nothing but the Most High. And then he was like, he saw him and he's like, nah, I'm out of here. They said this brother ran.
Yeah. 20 miles.
Yeah, he said 6 miles.
Yeah, he was gone.
When they tell you to turn your back on righteousness, this brother ran. He had the spirit of Joseph on him. He had that Joseph spirit. When Potiphar's wife tried to do a little something with him, he like, that brother took off. That brother took off.
Rip and kept that going to keep that peace. I ain't doing that to make the Most High be an enemy to him. No, man. You gotta find you someone else.
And then see how just like he said, never satisfied.
That's right.
Like it's got
That's
that
right.
greed, got envy and all pressure. Like I want to have the newest stuff like they do. Not satisfied with the things that you have, that you were blessed with. Shoot, they probably work hard for that, for their money, for that car, and then they're like, "Hey, I got a bright idea. Let's hold some people up and get more money and get another car." Why?
Why? Knowing the consequences.
Exactly.
Knowing.
Exactly.
That's foolish.
I just don't understand that.
Mm, mm, mm.
Hey, if you ain't got anything, we can continue.
Okay. All right.
They took him right down the sidewalk. Everybody was kicking, hitting him, and everything else. And there was a Model T Ford Coupe that a woman was standing up there and just, they was all going crazy. And she jumped down. She had high heels. I seen this happen. And her high heels just scraped a hole, just like cut with a knife down his back.
Mm.
And they pulled him out and they drug him up there by a car. And they took him off of there and put him out, hung him up on the maple tree.
And he reached up to get hold of the rope to keep it from choking him. So they let him down and broke his arms so he couldn't hang on to the rope. They pulled him up.
Hey, pause
again.
that right there.
Man, that's crucial. That's crucial.
So he couldn't even help himself.
Yeah, they broke his arms, man. Dang.
And just imagine that. You just imagine they already torturing you. You
God,
hanging,
boy.
you holding on to your neck. You trying to free yourself. They said, we ain't gonna do that. Ain't gonna be none of that around here. Like it's bring him back down here. Bring that boy back down here. And then broke both his arms. So he couldn't save himself at all.
Yeah, because he kept reaching up, trying to pull himself up so he can stop choking. And they brought him down and they broke his arms, man. That's overkill, man. That's sickening, man.
That's crazy.
That's what you call hate, brother. That's hate in your face right there. True hate. Okay?
That is.
And to take a knife and split him from his back. I'll tell you
No,
what, man.
did you hear what he said? He said there was a lady in a truck and she came down and that was her high heel that cut his back
Hey,
open like a knife. That's wild.
man, you have to go deep hard with
Man,
that
I
thing to
don't
get
think I ever
something
had
like that.
any hate like
I
that.
never, yeah, heard anything like that before. But you have to be really some force and power to rip that thing clean open, man. Got that flesh open. That's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Hey, we can keep going.
As
All
we
right.
went by.
Being young people, we naturally decided we'd go to Marion and see what was going on. The mob was in full control. It was mob violence at its worst.
They came in, they opened the door, and they said, James Cameron, come forward. Well, James Cameron wasn't about to come forward after I'd seen what they'd done to Tommy and Abe.
That's
So
right.
at that precise moment, the sheriff came up, and he looked at me, and he looked at this other black boy, and he looked at that mob leader, and he said, these are nothing but boys. He said, besides, Cameron ain't in here, so you done hung two of them, so that ought to satisfy you. Then he turned around, and he went back downstairs. And when he went back downstairs, the crowd said, Cameron is in there, and said, we want him. And then they began to chant for me like a football player. We want Cameron, we want Cameron, we want Cameron. And I thought I would die. I felt like I was in a rubber suit and ice was packed all around me. I just felt cold and chill. Nothing could warm me. The mob turned around, went back upstairs. They said, all right, Cameron's in here, and said, if we don't get him, we're going to lynch every goddamn one of you niggas. And when they said that, half of the blacks in there fell down on their hands and knees and started crawling around like trained animals. And they were hugging the pant legs of the mobsters and kissing their hands and saying, Mr. White folks, please don't lynch us. We ain't nothing but a bunch of poor niggas in here with train riding. That boy ain't in here, honest he ain't. Now, they knew I was in there, Paul, but they were trying to save me. And this goes on until all the human endurance left in the bodies of those black men had been exhausted. Those crawling around on the floor. And one of them raised his hand. He said, there he is, Mr. White folks. It wasn't none of us, that's him. And then the mob closed in on me and they started beating me.
Here came this crowd with this young man in the center of this crowd. I was up I did have a vantage point where I could see down probably better than anyone else. And I did see this young man being dragged up the street, literally dragged with a rope around his neck.
And to me, it was a rope around my neck. But a wonderful thing happened. When I prayed to God to have mercy on me and forgive me my sins, then a voice came out from heaven and said, take this boy back. He had nothing to do with any killing or raping. And then you know what? That mob suddenly got quiet as a pin. You could hear a pin drop. And they took the rope off my neck and they allowed me to stumble and wobble back to the jail, which was just a half block away.
I can't tell you what happened after you got just up beyond me, just a little way. It seemed like maybe the crowd began to disperse, and as if to say they'd always had their way. They'd spent their rage and their passion on these two young men, and maybe they had enough. But that's what happened. Why it happened, what occasioned the boys being spared, I cannot tell you. But all I know that he was spared his fate that night. For some, I don't know whether Providence intervened or what, but he was spared.
I went back there and those people said, we didn't hear any voice. Said, you were just lucky, that's all. Well, if that's the way they want to put it, I was just lucky. And for those of us who believe in God, no explanation is necessary. But for those of us who don't believe in God, no explanation is possible.
And he felt that there was a reason that he survived. He felt that God had a mission for him.
Man, see how the Most High came through when he actually said he stopped. He said, I'm gonna take my time out. I'm gonna pray. He said, even though he didn't commit the act of anything, but he prayed to the Most High and said to forgive him for the things he did. And then he heard a voice from on high that saved him. That told the mob to leave him alone. That just goes to really show you, like, it's repentance saves.
That's right. That's right.
He had mercy on them for that. Can you get Ezekiel 18 and 27 for me?
Ezekiel 18.
Yeah.
You said verse 7?
Verse 27.
27. It says again, Ezekiel 18 and 27, again, when the wicked man turneth away from his wickedness that he hath committed, and doeth that which is lawful and right, he shall save his soul alive.
Give me the next verse, too.
Verse 28, because he considereth and turneth away from all his transgressions that he hath committed, he shall surely live, he shall not die.
And that's what happened. He really didn't hold those people up. He didn't kill the man. He would to a point he was innocent. He was hanging with the wrong people. Hey, that's on him. But the Most High had mercy on him because he prayed and asked for forgiveness.
Yeah, and he didn't walk through with that. He didn't go through. That's why he was like, oh, I'm gone. I'm going to start running home. I'm going to get away, man. He turned away from that sin, man, to get that blood off of him, man. Like, man, I ain't doing that, man. Y'all go ahead and carry it through, but it goes to show you, man, that once you turn away from that transgression, the Most High save you, man. Right? And that's very important, man, for our people Israel to learn and understand. This is why it's good to remember the days of old, man. See, we're getting a good understanding now and learning, man. You know, what drove us into this, man, what put us here and everything. And in this situation right here, the Most High spared him. He showed them mercy. They heard the voice. That's why they didn't carry through with it. He the only one that can do that. No one else can do that. Spared his life, man.
Mm-hmm. All praises to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High, man.
And that mission was to take this anger that he had inside, to take that terrible experience and turn it into something positive, to give something back to the world, not just his community, but give something back to the world.
See, Mr. Cameron, after he was freed, he went around the United States with Walter White, researching lynchings all across this country, many times barely escaping, getting out of the city before they tried to get him again.
So you single-handedly desegregated the movie theaters in
Yes,
Anderson.
that's right. But the thing of it is, when I went around to get membership for the NAACP, some of the blacks were scared. They said, Cameron, you ought not be doing this. So these white folks are fired from our job. They all worked at the Elko Remy, a General Motors plant. And I kind of got weird of them, and I thought maybe them might try to do something to me. Because they were actually scared.
Were you at all scared?
No, I got enough to start a chapter. I got enough signatures and money to start a chapter. Same way in Monthly and Fort Wayne.
So you started chapters in Anderson, Muncie, and Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
Telling the story of people who cannot speak for themselves. When Emmett Till was found in the Mississippi River outside of Memphis, Tennessee, they also found 25 other bodies down there with barbed wire around it.
Salaki, guy. Man, 25 other bodies other than just Emmett Till.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was trying to find more information on the internet about it, but I couldn't find anything on it. Of course, you know they like to keep how this brother said it like it was national news. Couldn't find one article about it.
Not one. As if they were nobodies, right? Matter of fact, let's pull another precept on that showing about bodies, man. Let me get Psalms 79, 2 and 3 real quick, Bobby Kashai.
You said Psalm 79?
Yeah, 79 and 2 and 3.
2 and 3. I got you. This is Psalm 7. Oh, that's 78. Psalm 79, 2 and verse 3. The bodies of thy servants have they given to be meat unto the fowls of heaven, and the flesh of thy saints unto the beasts of the earth.
They the beasts of the earth, man. Our bodies was given to them to the fowls of the heavens, man. Right? This is their heaven, man. Go ahead, God.
Kind. Verse 3. Their blood have they shed like water around about Jerusalem, and there was none to bury them.
25 bodies and none buried. They wasn't even buried, man, properly. That no one knew about other than Emmett Till. Emmett Till was the only story they publicized, globalized, nationalized all throughout the world. But here's 25 other bodies, unidentified bodies that nobody knew about. What do you say, with barbed wire wrapped around their ankles and stuff, which indicates that they were drowned. They were tied up and thrown in there as nothing. That's you crazy. Better believe that the Most High remembers all of this, man. You can't cover it up. That's a cover up that they try to do. But you're not covering this up with the Most High. He said everything in the dark, he's bringing everything in the hidden place, secret places, he's bringing it out. There's nothing you can do. Set the bodies on fire, whatever. Hide them, you can't. There's nowhere you can go in the earth that his eyes is not in. And whoever was these 25 rest their souls and everything, man, that's gut wrenching. Because our bodies, as the servants of the Lord, man, we're giving to the beast of this earth, man.
That's right. And just to think of I don't know if he said it yet, but these 25 people, they thought their families moved away,
Yeah,
and that's why nobody went looking for them.
at all. Now, who would just move away without letting your family know, right? So he basically saying they just up and they left and they didn't even think about going. Well, they did moved out, and here they are dead, man.
That's sad
It's sad.
when I think about that.
That's sad.
It could be that could have been any of your family members. Like,
They don't even
oh
know.
yeah, I'd have moved out the house. I done found a nice job here, and I'm getting ready to move on out. And they're like, oh yeah, all right, write us when you get back.
Mm,
They never made it to their location.
never.
They never made it to their destination.
That's sad. That's sad, man. No, we don't. Hey, we don't even know if they were children involved or
Yeah, we
you know
don't
what I'm saying,
know.
babies. We don't know.
Yeah, they could be little teenagers for
Yes,
all we know.
yes.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Families thought they had gone off to work up north, and they were killed. And they were tarring and feathering all of it.
I told my wife, I said, honey, we need a museum like this in America to show what has happened to black people and freedom-loving white people who've been trying to help us ever since we've been in this country. And I said, I know what I'm going to do. And I came back. It took me 9 years to open up a little room about big as this room.
Because in his basement, he had about 10 or 15,000 books, things that he had studied. And then we talked many times while he was working at Mayfair about opening his museum, and he planned to open it on purpose on Juneteenth Day, 1988.
Come on in, come on in, come on in. Don't just line up there, it'll get spread out. You see, when they brought us over here from Africa, they put a...
I think of the several times more than once, where I would see students in the museum sitting on chairs, and he would be sitting either standing or sitting on a chair and just talking with them and having a conversation with them. And that, I think, is, sort of the quintessential James Cameron, in that he was able to connect with people.
Niggas to get over on this side of the cell block. And they said, now, Cameron was in here and said, if we don't get him, we're going to lynch every goddamn one of you niggas. And when they said that, half of those blacks in there fell down on their hands and knees. This goes on for about 5 minutes. And finally, those mobsters who had come up with the leader of the mob, they were standing down looking at the blacks crawling around on the floor like this, and they were just laughing themselves silly. They thought that was the best thing in the world, that white people should see how blacks were crawling around on the floor like that.
He was like Hitler. I think Hitler was. Man, look how bad they was hurt before they got him. I know. Look at they clothes. Dragging them all in the street. How old was Thomas and Abe?
Tommy was 18 and Abe was 19.
Yeah.
See, when they hung him on the jail window back there, they stripped the clothes off of him for souvenirs. When they got ready to take him and hang him on the tree where they'd hung Abe.
He wanted to be a person who would challenge others. And that was very clear from the very beginning. He would say things that would really, I suppose, agitate people, particularly people who are European American descent.
He was shouting and, cussing at the Klan members as they were walking by and telling them what they could do and where they could go and stuff. And the staff was like, oh, Dr. Cameron, do you kiss your mother with that mouth? It was like a big joke because it was so funny to see him do, but they said that he would say stuff and then laugh at himself that he, that he had actually said it. And he got a kick out of it because I think he just he recognized the importance of him being there, and he knew that he needed to be there, but he enjoyed the fact that he could, that he had the right to be there and say what he thought and how he felt, and bring some media attention because he was there, and that it take the focus off of the Klan and not make it be so much about them.
I just told her I'm in trouble. I have a prison record. I'm in the next con. She said, that's all right. What you used to be and what you are now that counts. So that's what I am now. What counts.
That's right.
So, what do you love most about each other? Okay.
I'm not
There's
gonna
that.
say. I'm not gonna say, but he knows.
I know, but I ain't gonna say it either.
Oh, okay. So this gonna be between the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought I'd ask it on the occasion of your anniversary.
Well, mutual satisfaction.
Yes, that's right.
And that's held you together?
Yeah.
How many years?
67, 68 years.
Yeah. Ooh, I forget. But he has it packed right down to the. He know exactly. But since I had surgery, I forget half of the time.
But he remembers.
Yeah. He's good for that too. I'm glad he didn't lose his mind when he went through. He's had a tough life. He has. He went through a lot.
But just in love for him and the spirit he brought. But the key spirit for me was always his ability to forgive. The forgiveness spirit, which is something we all work on, and we work on it continually, but he represented that aspect of it. Never to forget our history, but always remember that you can forgive. And I thought that was the most strength that he brought to this community, but to this world.
Hey, there we go. You here? Yeah. Yeah.
Howdy.
James Cameraman?
Yes, sir. How do you
Pleased to
do?
meet you.
Thank you. Same
I'm
here.
William Dieter Jr., youngest brother of Claude Dieter.
Yes, I knew Claude.
You knew Claude.
Yes,
you told me by phone
Yes.
that Claude was your friend.
Yes, he was.
And I'm here to welcome you
Thank you.
to this church, to this group.
Thank you.
And I'm going to ask you, the depths of my heart, to forgive me. I love you.
Thank you.
There's no discrimination ever in my heart towards you.
I knew that.
My father, mother,
I knew it.
Claude, or to all the 8 boys, never a word written, spoke, said, published about the situation.
I understand.
It's great to be here.
Thank
Wonderful
you.
to be
Thank
here.
you.
If you'd
And
care
I-
to,
and
I
I
would
want
even
you-
go to the altar and kneel with you. And here we are to kneel and believe that God.
Look at that.
Look at that. Esau said, "Forgive me." But see, this really is the problem with this, because we can get. Let me get Isaiah 47. Let's show them the scriptures, because I know they writing precepts down. I think it's Isaiah 47 and 6 and 7, and then I think it's 10 and 11.
47 and 6. This is you want it 47 and 6?
Yeah, 6 and 7, and then I think 10 and 11.
Then 10 and 11. Got you. This is Isaiah 47 and 6. I was wroth with my people. I polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy.
They showed us
Upon the
no
ancient
mercy.
hast thou very heavily. Mm-hmm.
See that? No mercy. They never showed us any mercy, because the Lord wrought with us. He put us in the enemy's hand, but they knew not mercy. So they showed Israel no mercy. That's why they even did what they did to our children with the gator bait and everything. They don't know what mercy is. Go ahead.
God. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. said that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
So they don't remember what's the end is going to be. They
Verse
don't know
10.
how it's going to be at all. They just said we don't remember that. They don't understand what's going to be at the end, waiting on them for their actions. Right now, watch this. Go
That's
ahead
right.
with verse 10.
Verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
You
Thou
trusted
hast
in your
said,
wickedness. None see me.
none.
Remember the bodies, the
Yep.
25 bodies that was hidden? None see me, right? Unidentified brothers and sisters who've been killed because no one sees me. The Most High sees you, right? He's telling you that. Go ahead.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
There's no one else. There is no God. It's just me, the wicked. Job 9 and 24, giving it to the hands of the earth is giving it to the hands of the wicked. There is no one else other than me.
Mm-hmm. That's right. They have the pride that they have. And then you see this brother. You see this brother. He goes to meet with the brother of the deceased man, right?
Right.
And he goes there. He try to make it clear. He like, me and my family, we never said anything bad about you. Me, my mom, my dad, my 8 brothers, they wanted to get that guilt off of them.
Yes. Yes.
They wanted to get the guilt off of them. Like it's, but you can't always trust your enemy like that. It's a never trust your enemy, actually. Like it's even though he's like, I forgive, he said, I forgive you. Like it's, but the Most High, he's the one that's gonna be the one that gives out the punishment.
And the
He's the
judgment.
one that's gonna give out the judgment.
That's right.
We can say, hey, you know what? I forgive you. Like it's, but that's on us. The Most High might not see the same thing. Just like
Right.
when when that brother, when the brother went to go hug the white lady that killed his brother.
Oh yeah, the Botham John, the Dallas one. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's wanted to hug the, can I go hug her?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and then the and and then the judge was like, oh, I'm gonna give you a Bible. And where was this same love for our people?
Exactly. Exactly.
Where's our forgiveness towards each other? Man, that's crazy.
That's crazy, man. George Floyd, 4 little girls, George Steeney, Elena Baker. Where is it at? Jordan Davis, man. Trayvon Martin, where, man? Our bodies laying all in the street. Man. It goes on.
Yep, the list is so long. Hey, the list longer than the city.
Ain't it? And they get to decide, oh, look. And this Esau can't get forgiveness. He can't. I don't see how he know what forgiveness is. He can't get it. He sought it, but the Lord rejected him. So you can't say you sorry for what all your ancestors did and everything, man. That blood of them, it runs straight through you. It's the same blood, man.
Yeah, that's why it's important. Like you have to see like these little things are set up for the Most High to get praise. For this, so this brother can move on. It's not for the man that's there. It's so that these people can be used as tools to further what he was doing. Because what he was doing was going around and making this information known to our people. He was traveling around the world, like it got not around the world, but around the country. And he was like, yeah, we almost got lynched a few times. Almost didn't make it out.
Wow.
But he stood bold as a lion and told the end, and he told his oppressor, his enemy, he He's like, yes. He went around and told him, like that young lady said, yeah, he had choice words for those other people. He had choice words for him. He would even laugh at himself. Like, I said that? Yeah. Dang, yeah. We do that sometime today when our enemy comes up scoffing. We laugh at ourselves. We said that. Remember that? You said that to Esau. Remember that, Chief?
Heck yeah.
We said
Heck yeah.
we know the truth of the matter. Most High, he'll be the judge. He'll be the
That's
judge
right.
of all this.
All of it. So you can be emotional wrecked if you want to. He's still gonna make the right decision. At judgment coming, it's going to be a righteous judgment as well, too. Because the Most High is going to avenge the blood that's been shed, man. He's a revengeful Most High. That's just him. He's not. You can just turn around now and say you're sorry and everything's good. He's revengeful, very much. It's all through the Bible, right? Let me go find that one I want to even go on with that, Jim. I think I know exactly where it's at too.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to get Psalms. I'm gonna go back to that one because it was in that one you read earlier. Psalm 79. It was in that one. Psalm 79. I'm gonna start at 6 and 7, and I'm gonna drop to 10. Kind of show you why the Most High is a revengeful God since we own it. Psalm 79, verse 6, it says, pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. These kingdoms have not known it. They don't know his name. They never called upon him, right? Verse 7, for they have devoured Jacob and laid waste his dwelling place. They devoured us, man, killing us out here in America, man, in North America, South America. They just killing us, man. And then don't even have no hesitation in it at all. Like we don't care, right? But watch this verse. I'm gonna start at 9. It says, help us, O God of our salvation, for the glory of thy name, and deliver us. And don't say deliver the whole world. Don't deliver everybody. It said deliver us and purge away our sins for thy name's sake. Verse 10, and here's the point. Wherefore shall the heathen say, where is their God? Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenging of the blood of our servants, which is shed. He's going to get that blood. That blood is going to be accounted for, right?
That's the.
I mean, I don't see how.
That's true. Like, go ahead.
What did you say, General? You breaking in and out?
I was saying, go ahead.
Oh, you good? Go ahead.
All right. Man, I lost my train of thought now. Sorry, Chief. I lost my train of thought. Go ahead. I was listening to you.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to bring that out to the brothers and sisters, man, to let them know that, all that stuff that was done in the secret and stuff is not going to go unnoticed. If this guy is able to go around the country and stuff, man, showing people what happened back then, how much more important is it to the Most High to pull them up in the last days and show that? That's right. He's going to show that that blood has got to be revenged. It's got to, man. If it don't be revenge, he cannot be righteous. He cannot sit on that throne. He cannot be the Most High God. You built an empire off innocent blood, and that's something the Most High hate. You don't shed any innocent blood to build your empire, to make you great, and everything that's in it is to be benefited towards you, for your service to you. The Most High is coming back. He just told you, man, pour out your wrath. He's going to pour out that wrath on all the nations, man.
That's right. Because it says that, and we know that blood defiles the land.
That's right.
That's in Numbers 35. Blood defiles the land. And the people, and it's so crazy that the chosen people of the Most High God, they have a punishment for their bad doings, but the other nations, they just get to go, oh, forgive me, and it's all forgiven.
That don't make sense.
It don't work like that.
It just don't make sense, period. I mean, how can that make sense to you, man? Here is a people, a nation of people who were punished for breaking the laws of the Most High, and now everybody else can just turn around and say, "I'm sorry," and now everybody's evil. Everything's evil. I don't understand that. What was the purpose of him punishing Israel if everybody can get in on it? And we just read that no other nation have known him. These nations do not know him. If they knew the Most High, man, they wouldn't have carried out what they carried out, man.
Yeah. And not to to bring it all around, but it returns to the fact of that we broke the commandments.
That's right.
And these are why these things happen to us. So we got to remember that. We got to remember the past so that we don't forget the things that can happen to us and the things that we need to do to keep it from happening again.
That's right.
That's why it's important to come back to your laws, statutes, and commandments of your power, Israel, not the power of anybody else. Amos 3:1. 3:1 and 2. He's only known us.
That's right.
Let me
That's
grab
right.
that real quick.
I mean, people get mad at he only known us.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. This is Amos 3:1 and 2. It says, "Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought out of the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities."
That's right. That's right. That's right. Ain't no getting around that.
Through this. Kind.
You got to be able to prove that he's the God of all other nations. And I'm gonna read this one from. I'm gonna go right back to this book right here, the Apocrypha. Man, I'm gonna read one precept out here. Okay, and we talked about the inheritance. Let me read on down. I'm gonna break this on down, man. Book of Esther 9. It says, "In my nation is this Israel." This is the Most High saying, "My nation is Israel, which cried to the Most High and were saved. For the Lord have saved his people, and the Lord have delivered us from all those evils, and God hath worked signs and great wonders which have not been done among the Gentiles. Therefore hath he made 2 lots, one for the people of Yahweh and another for all the Gentiles." You just heard it, man, from General reading that his people, of all the families, I only know you, Israel. My nation is this Israel. I will save my people. You don't find that nowhere. He's saying another nation is his inheritance, is his lot. He just told you, there's 2 lots, my people and the Gentiles. Right? A lot of people get that confused and everything and don't understand that the Most High has a nation that he loves, that he created from day one. That from the beginning, all the other nations were to be under Israel. Learn from Israel. And that's going to come back to that. You're going to have to learn this from Israel. You're going to have to learn from, they can't figure this out now. That was one time we was down Market Square. A guy was in a wheelchair that said he'd been a preacher for 40 plus years. And he rolled over there as thinking he's going to teach us something, man. And me and Cap was out there, and I walked up on him, and he said, and I asked him, "Do you eat pork, man?" He was like, "Oh yeah, it's okay to eat pork." He was like, "All you got to do is bless it." I said, "Where do you see it in the Bible where the Lord said, bless and you can eat it, man?" He said, before he concise, you're going to Acts 10, and had to go there and break it down to him and show them that the unclean beast he was talking about, man, is human. It's the Gentiles, man. Yeah, it's the Israelites, Hellenizers living like the Gentiles, man, because we know Peter was strict. He was like, since y'all done left, y'all gone. So here I am going to get Paul, man, to let him know, hey, look, man, don't call anything unclean what the Most High made. And he didn't even know that, man. So he took that and said, you know what? He was like, I never heard that before, and I never saw that when you went to chapter 11 and you pulled it on down and you showed it. He's like, I never knew that, man. But you've been preaching for 40 plus years because you can't learn what the Most High given to his nation of people to learn and understand and know. Israel's the only one that can know this Most High, man. And you remember earlier in the video, man, it was talking about how these brothers was on their knees begging.
Man, I want to go in on that one. That was crazy. They were on their knees. They said they were kissing their feet in their hands.
Begging. And they did still no mercy, as we read in Isaiah 47, because they don't know what that is. They do not. So you expect the Most High to show them mercy? No. He'd be unbalanced if he did that. Can't.
That's right.
That's plain out.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's just plain out terrible, man.
That's just like
hey, guy, hey,
all right. Hey.
Oh, you got that? Yeah, I'm gonna get one from Judith if it's okay too, man. Throw another precept in there.
Oh, go
man.
ahead.
Really?
Go ahead.
Okay. Let me throw this one in from Judith real quick, right? Mm-hmm. Chapter 16, verse 17. Woe, that word woe means destroy. Woe to the nations that rise up against my kindred. We understand what kindred means, right? The Lord Almighty will take vengeance on them in the day of judgment and put in fire and worms in their flesh, and they should feel them and weep forever. We know how long forever is, don't we? Hey, you can't get around that clean cut precept right there. We told you earlier that he was a vengeful God. Vengeance is coming. He's going to bring all of that, and it said here in the day of judgment, what General said earlier, that judgment is coming for all of this, man, because they didn't consider the later end, as we read in Isaiah 47, 6 and 7, where it said they didn't even consider. They just like, hey, ain't nothing going to happen to us at all. We're going to keep on, because they feel that they are the Most High. They feel they the high power. That's why they can carry out and do it and have no hurt or anything about it. No mercy, nothing. We ain't going to get punished. Who's out there? Like they said, where is their God at? Where is he at? He's going to let you see him at the end of it, man. Because when that judgment comes, just like it says right here with them worms, and you're going to weep forever. Go ahead, guy. I'm sorry about that, man. It was just precept had that thing with me, man.
No, that's good. That's good. I was just wanting to land me back on that point where, you know, saying they were asking for forgiveness, but they can't get forgiveness because because they haven't really shown any mercy to us. Like it's as a nation, you might have some sprinkle here and there, like the freedom loving Americans, you know.
Right.
I think he said white Americans. But just to go into that, it was like it's how is he gonna get mercy? And in Sirach it reads, he showeth no mercy. Salakia. This is Sirach 28 in verse 4. He showeth no mercy to a man, which is like himself, meaning he's a man just as well.
Mm-hmm.
And do if he asks for forgiveness of his own sins, right? He's asking forgiveness for the things that he done, he's saying, do you forgive? Are you asking for forgiveness? No, they don't ask for forgiveness.
No.
They just do it. They do things. Where were the crowd that came back and was like, oh, we're sorry, we didn't.
Right.
They're like, hey, you were lucky. That's what you have to say. Not, oh, you didn't have nothing to do with it. My bad. Or we thought you were a part of the kids. They had no mercy on him. But then when that comes that time for judgment, they're gonna ask for mercy. And they're gonna receive none as well.
That's right. They dished it out. So you're gonna get the exact same thing. You're gonna get the exact same thing. You didn't show no mercy, you would be shown no mercy. right? You can't turn around, man, and come in this thing, man, and think, okay, I'll let this happen. We can get God. All we got to do is say we're sorry. You're literally telling people we can go out here and just murder. All we got to do is come back and say we're sorry. That don't make no sense, man. They don't understand what it means to repent. Israel's the only one that can repent because Israel's the only ones that can transgress the laws of the Most High God. No other nation can. No other nation was in the wilderness sacrificing lambs and goats and all. Nobody else was practicing that in the Bible, no other nation. You can't even find another nation practicing that. And then when you hear Yahushua is the ultimate lamb, what does that tell you? He's the lamb for who? Israel, because they the only ones that did them sacrifices, man. No other nation did that. You can't find another nation in the Bible, man, that was doing them practicing that, man. It's just crazy now that all of a sudden everybody get to come in, man, and be a part of it. All they got to do is say is they sorry for what happened. Nothing has changed from your sorry. Nothing at all.
That's right. Like the phrase says, you wasn't in the gym shooting with me.
That's right. And I want to do this one real quick.
When we were keeping these laws, you weren't out there.
Let me do this one too, General. Let me see. We can do it.
Okay. Yeah, you said you had another video.
Yeah, real quick. That's not the one.
All right. So, yeah, and thank everybody for hanging in with us as we're talking on this lesson. I hope y'all got some information. So my rib said it happened.
Yeah.
It happened in our hometown. She didn't know. She didn't know about it.
And yeah, that's big time.
I just go to show you the miseducation of our people.
Right. See if I can pull this thing up and show it to them. This is something that I would like them to see. This is why they all of a sudden saying they sorry.
Okay.
I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I just thought to share with you guys where this, people was asking for forgiveness from, people that they've oppressed for long. They were asking forgiveness from Black people. Guys, I'm just going to roll it as well as the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your in the comment section. Let's dive.
Please forgive us. Please forgive us. Please forgive us. As I speak, I'm going to ask the white Americans in the room to please repeat after me. On behalf of myself and on behalf of my country, to you and all African Americans, from the beginning of our nation's history, in honor of your ancestors and on behalf of your children, please hear this from my heart. I apologize. Please forgive us. With this prayer, I acknowledge the depth of the evils that have been perpetrated against Black people in America. From slavery to lynchings, to white supremacist laws, to the denial of voting rights, to all the ways, both large and small, all of them evil, all of them wrong, for all the oppression and all of the injustices. I apologize. Please forgive us for the denial of any civil rights, for inequalities in criminal justice, to any instances of police brutality, to the denial of opportunity, for economic injustice, for any ways that a racial element has played into the perpetration of injustice. I apologize. Please forgive us.
We never intended them to be anything other than a slave. But they began to grow in number and in power, and eventually they fought their way to some freedom. So we became even more cruel, and to keep our black Americans down, we lynched, but yet they rose. So then we used the welfare system, the criminal justice system, to keep them down, to contain them, to destroy them, but yet they rose and they're rising. Then we built prisons and jails to hold them. Yet they rose. And so now we are doing exactly what the Pharaoh did at the end, sending out a decree, kill them. So until we admit that when we wrote this Constitution that all men are created equal, that we never intended to include our black brothers and sisters, our nation may end up facing exactly what the Egyptians faced when they refused to let God's people go. So I'm going to say this to my white fellow Americans, that the bloodshed that is on its way is not on the hands of our fellow black Americans, but is on our hands. We are the ones that are refusing to let God's people go. We are the ones that are refusing to acknowledge that we do not value our black brothers and sisters as equal individuals or equal Americans as us white men. And to my black brothers and sisters, the racial issues, as I've said, have been there from the very foundation. But why do we see it more? Because there's a shifting. See, us white men have been at the head since the foundation. But we've had a black president. And you know, we've done everything in our power to keep him from really changing things. Now we have another minority rising to the top, a white female. What does that say? Those of us who are white men who have been at the head are now starting to see and fear that we are going to become the tail. And we know what we've done to you. And so now we're fearful that you're going to do to us what we have done to you. But I will say this. I've lived in a black community for 23 years. I've never been treated the way that this country has treated my black Americans. So I call out my white Americans to say we better heed, repent, acknowledge, and change. Because if we don't, I just want to again say this. The bloodshed that we never intended them to be in.
One sudden confessing their sins.
Got it out of one of their own mouths telling you the blood is on our hands. Out of their own mouth. There's no way getting around it, man.
That's right. And,
right.
And just because you say it, it ain't gonna change nothing. You gotta back up words with actions.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You can't just say
it. Say it. Hey, it makes no sense. It makes no sense to say something and then have no action behind it.
Right. Thinking that's all you got to do is just say it and it's going to change everything that happened before. No, it's not. It's not. This blood has the only way for this blood to be clean is what General brought out earlier, man, is you got to spill the blood that shed the innocent blood. You got to go get it. That's the only way to make it clean. You can't just say you sorry. He didn't say you sorry and it makes it clean. It just It's not going to work. You can gather in a church and you can beg for forgiveness and say, man, I am sorry for what our ancestors did and everything. But nothing has changed just by you saying you sorry. We still being oppressed, gunned down in the streets.
That's right.
No equality at all. Nothing's changed. You need more. You need some action, man. You can be sincere all you want when you say you sorry and everything, but the Most High didn't say just say you sorry, man, and everything's gonna be okay. He said you gotta spill that blood. That's how you cleanse it.
That's right.
See, they waking up to it now, man, because they know they out of time now. And he brought that out in what's that in Deuteronomy about being the head and the tail, because the Most High, we was the head, and he swapped it, put us as the tail, and made them the head. Man.
That's right. And now that it is turning back on, it's turning back on them. Now they wanna. Oh, you know what? Maybe these are the people. We don't need you to confirm or affirm that we are the people. Like it's the Most High knows the people.
Right. That's right. They trying to act like the only way they're gonna know if I get it out there and I say it. Nah, bro, we know now, man. Brought a precept in Romans 13:11 out earlier, man. Hey, we know we the people, man. And they scared now because the Israelites waking up everywhere. God's chosen people waking up, man. They see it on TV, they see it and everything here on YouTube and everything, man. They like, okay, yeah, they'll fast forward, they call it religion. Man, this is not no religion, man. It's our heritage, man.
That's right.
Got nothing to do with no religion. And everybody want to get in now. Yeah, you're gonna cleave, all right. You're gonna cleave right to us in that moment in that time, man. Soon enough. Better enjoy everything you can while you're here in your kingdom. Because soon it's gonna turn around, and they know it's gonna turn around. So you heard what he said. He said, we afraid that they're gonna do to us what we did to them. We ain't gonna do half of the stuff that y'all did.
Hey, we ain't got no mind for that.
Either in our hearts or minds for stuff like that. You got us wrong.
That's right.
We're not evil. We're not like that. Y'all the evil. Esau was the ungodly, and Jacob was the godly. Esau the unrighteous, Jacob the righteous, man. Right? And that's how it is, man. The Lord chose a vessel to honor and one to dishonor. A lot of folks hate that, man. And we love it, man, because we Israel, man. That's why we love the Most High, man. And we thank the Most High, man, for making us, man, and putting us up, man, putting up with us, man, because like General said earlier, man, we should have been wiped out, man. We should have been dead and gone. I don't see how we can turn around and walk through the sea and see it split, and we seeing the power of the Most High. Get all the way on the other end and turn around and say we'd rather go back. That's Israel for you, man.
Yep. Hey, we ain't changed. Look, the Most High ain't changed, and neither have we apparently.
You know. Gosh, boy.
Yeah, that's that precept I was talking about.
Which one?
Numbers 35 and 33.
Yeah.
So you shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
That's right.
That's that judgment.
That's judgment.
That's that recompense.
That's right. It's part of it. So you can't just say you're sorry, man. You know, y'all can gather in them church buildings and cry. It's not going to change the mindset of the Most High. He's still going to carry out. He's still going through. So I already remember, man. He said, the end is declared by the beginning, right? So it's going to happen, right? And that's the righteous judgment, man. We love that thing, man. We love it. We want to see the Most High, man, get back all the nations and what he did to his people. And I'm pretty sure people get on here and they see this, man, and be like, if you had any children and they were scattered abroad somewhere, man, and then they was getting whooped on, punished, and killed and stuff, man, you wouldn't dare come back and be like, I'm gonna say the oppressor with you. You're gonna hand out some whoopings, man. And that's exactly what the Most High gonna do, man, for his people Israel. That's why it's important, man, Israel, that we don't be the over there with him when he comes. That we're walking in his truth. We're shining that light. We that light up on the hill. We the salt of the earth, man. And we got to be the people that set apart from all these other nations, man. You know, let them see you in your fringes and stuff when you out and stuff, man. Shine that light, man. Show your heritage, man. Show your culture. Don't be ashamed of it, man. Let them know you looking at the real Jew, man. Right?
That's right.
It don't matter if you see these fake Jewish men walking around and stuff, man. They come stopping by in front of you and everything. Man, let them see your zeets, man. Let them know straight up, man, you an imposter. You an impersonator, man. You looking at the true demonstrators, right? That's us, right? And that's something to be proud of, man. That's something to hold your head up when you out at work, when you go out in these stores, man. You go on the highways and byways, man. We're gonna shine that thing, man, and let you know, man, we the people, right? We coming back to what is ours, man. We taking it all back, man. Every last bit of it is, right? What happened to this brother tonight, man, them two brothers and everything, man, we got to have wisdom. We got to have common sense, man. We can't just go out and do things, man, and expect for once we do it, man, we're going to be shown something different, especially in that time, how hard it was back then, man. Segregation going on, and you decide to do something like that. And the Lord told Israel, don't steal. Thou shalt not. And here we are, trying to take another car, and you already got one. And the Most High had mercy for the one brother, man, because he said, man, I ain't doing this. Why should he die for someone else's stupidity? Gotta make sure, man, we rolling with the brothers that's in the truth, man. If we ain't rolling with our brothers and sisters in the truth, man, hey, you gonna walk down that aisle. You gonna walk down. You don't want to do that, man. Surround yourself with mind-like men and women that's got the mind of Christ, man. So it can start. What's that? Dang, I think it's Psalms 29. Let me see if I can get. Was it 29?
What you looking for?
I'm looking for that one where it said examine yourself. I think it's 28. Is it Proverbs? Let me see if I can find that real quick, y'all. God, I want to get that precept. That just hit me, man.
Examine yourself.
Yeah, to examine
not
yourself.
The one that's talking about whether you're in the faith.
I don't think so. It's that one, man.
Yeah, I got one in. Let's see, 3. Is it 3 and 16? Let's see here. No.
Yeah, I think that's a good precept too, man. I think it's because you got one in Corinthians. I know it's one in Corinthians.
Yeah.
So you got
that's
one in Corinthians.
That's the one you're talking about. 2 Corinthians 13 and 5.
Yeah, see, I remember that one. I thought it was one. I thought it was one in I guess it wasn't, man. That one earlier.
20. You talking about 26 and 2?
Read it. Let me see if that's it.
It says, "Examine me, O Lord, and prove me. Try my reins in my heart."
Yeah. So he can examine your heart. Yes, it's that. That's very important too, man. Because a lot of times we don't pray enough on that to the Lord to examine our hearts, man, to pull out the things that are hindering us, right? The things that are making us avoid, right? Because a lot of times we try to go to the Lord, we try to go to Him withholding instead of going to Him with the whole thing. We try to withhold some things. Most High wants some things cleaned in us, man. So we definitely got to examine ourselves, man, and our hearts, and what's the main thing that's causing us to continue to act the way we act. Because the Lord said we got to be what? Love, kind, meekness. We got to be all these things, man, especially towards our own people and stuff, man. Right? We can't get up. We don't believe in teaching on hatred and going evil and doing these things, man. That's totally against the Most High. We are set apart from a people, man. Right? No other nation know what love is other than Israel. We got to be the ones, man, that show that love, man. And we got to make sure, man, that our hearts are ready for the Most High, man, and not just saying. Because a lot of people think they don't have to get ready to stay ready. You have to get ready to stay ready, man. That's very important. Because you turn around and the Lord said, work out your own salvation. You can lose it, man. There's a lot of brothers that still came in the truth and stuff, man. Done turn and walk, General. They gone. The Lord done poured his spirit out for them because some people get prideful, some people get boastful, some people feel like, oh, I know what I'm talking about. I got it. Most High, like, let me remove that real quick, man. Now you back out there. Right? Go ahead, General.
And it's so funny you said that because a lot of Christians like to say, you said work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. But Christians like to bring out but salvation's a gift of God. That means I can't lose it.
Yes.
But you can't. But without fear and trembling, like you can't get it. But it's supposed to be a free gift. You got to make something make sense, right?
That's right. That's right.
You gotta make it all make sense.
And I got
just like sister said, hey. Like we gotta be like-minded, like it's segregated, like it's holy, set apart,
Definitely. And just to show you too, oh, that was a beautiful precept going on, guys.
Yep.
Let's read it. And I got one coming up too.
Yep. I got one too in Sirach.
Go ahead, pull yours in Sirach.
It's Sirach 4, and I want to say it's 22. Sirach 4 and 22. Yep. Accept no person against thy soul, and let not reverence of any man cause thee to fall. Like my main point there was accept no man against thy soul. Like and what have they taught us? They've only taught us the bad things that's the only things we emulate. Like they say black people are thugs and gangsters. Where we learn that from?
Yeah. Where we get it from? Who taught us?
We learned that from we learned it from you, Esau.
Yeah.
The gangs of New York,
Mobs.
Al Capone, mobsters. We weren't moving like that.
Come on.
All that. We weren't moving like that. That's why we can't accept you. We can't let you into the fold. Like it's because y'all teach wickedness, which is against our own soul. We're supposed to be working out our salvation with fear and trembling, and you giving us drag queen read times, pole dancing in classes.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, all right.
Bend over, touch your knees. Letting them putting us, our people out there, giving the worst of music that any other generation has ever heard.
Wow.
And who is it all funded by? Who is it all funded by? The Jewish man.
Yeah. He's buying the whole thing. Hey, let's also, Jeremy, can you give me Psalms 28? Verse, I'm gonna start at 3, 4, and 5. Psalms 28, 3, 4, and 5. Go right along with that. Go right along with it. What y'all saw tonight and stuff was a great.
I got it for you. This is Psalms 28, 3 through 5. And it reads, draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts.
Murder, rape, rob, plunging savages, all in their hearts, man. And Lord, don't cast us away with them. We don't want to be with the workers of iniquity. Right? Go ahead, God.
Verse 4. Give them according to their deeds and according to the wickedness of their endeavors. Give them after the works of their hands, render to them their desert.
You see that? Their desert. Give them what they render to them what they did with their hands. So you can't come together and apologize and say we're sorry. No, he's going to give you according to your deeds. He's going to for your hands. Y'all work that thing out, man. You're gonna have to take that, man. Right? Give me that last one, guy.
Last verse 5. Because they regard not the works of the Lord, nor the operations of his hands, he shall destroy them and not build them up.
He shall destroy them and not build them up. Hey, the Most High is true to his word, man. That thing's going to happen. Remember what he said in Isaiah, what's that, 55:8, where he said, his word will not return to him void. He spoke that thing, man. He's going to destroy them and not build them up.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter of the gathering. It doesn't matter the apologies or anything, man. The Most High is just, man. That's a loving God. That is a loving God, man. This goes right along with it tonight, too. Right along.
That's right. Because his words don't return void. Nothing
That's right.
He says. That's and we are to be thankful for that. Okay, this is okay. Sirach 12:16 says the enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be.
Excellent.
Okay. For the Most High hate. Oh, this is Ecclesiasticus 12:6, or the book of Sirach. For the Most High hate of sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keep them against the mighty day of their punishment.
It's a mighty precept. That's true. That's true.
That's right.
I don't know how they can say, then ask them the question, do you really love the Most High? They seeing all this come out tonight. The enemy's probably like, heck no. Knowing he's going to destroy me. Come on, man. Hey, all praises to the Most High for that thing, man.
Kind. Yeah, the Most High, he's merciful to his people. But when it comes down to it, like if you ain't obeying, if you're not keeping this law, statutes, and commandments, you're falling out of your safety zone.
Yep. That's right. That's right. Gotta make sure we keep on hang on to that, man. Definitely, man. That was something that I learned tonight, man. That about that little clip that we showed and everything, man. And to see this brother dedicate most of his life going around trying to wake up our people and show them what was done to us by the enemy. And that's who they are. They the enemy, as the Bible announced them to be. They are the enemy. So, and to see all that, man, it's heartbreaking. But at the same time, man, we know that the Most High will bring a recompense, man. He will bring a record. He's true to his word. He's definitely true to his word, man. Right? And I'm glad we brought out all those precepts earlier about remember the days of old. It's important. It very well is important. It ain't teaching us, man, to go out here and hate all these nations and everything, man. We're not saying that, man. Most High the one that's going to do what he needs to do that needs to be done, man. We're talking about going out, waking our people up, man, giving them back what was taken from them and was lost, man. And to tell them that you're Israel, right? You guys chosen people, man. We got to live better. We got to do better, right? It ain't about hating and all that stuff, man. I mean, we get all kind of different people coming up to count and everything, man. Hey, you want a nice rebuttal and everything? Hey, whatever it may be, we'll handle that with you, man. We don't get out here, man, and say, go hate this person. Hey, no, man. That's the time for Most High gonna do all that. All we concerned about is waking up the lost sheep, feeding the lamb, feeding the sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like the Most High told us to here in Knoxville, Tennessee, man. But
That's
I
right.
think that
Hey,
that
just
was
from oh, go ahead.
I think that was it. I think that's it so far on everything on that end there. General, what else you got? You got something?
I don't have anything else other than just letting the people know. Hey, we got a new moon coming up, new year. Uh, it's gonna be April 7th at evening. We are going to be keeping the new year, the first month, like it's the new moon, like it's, and we're gonna try to go out. And we're gonna barbecue, and we're gonna keep the feast day. And we were wanting the people to join in, so we want you to keep the feast with us, keep the holy day with us. So if you would like to keep it with us, go ahead and email us at trees of right, well, not trees righteous, cut to that trees elect 144 at gmail.com. Looks like Chief has it already scrolling down at the bottom.
Put it up there on a big one too, guy, if you can.
Let me grab it. I'll grab it real
Yeah,
quick.
because one of the brothers tonight, man, the new brother Terrence, he said he got him and another. He's bringing two people, at least 2 or 3 people to the Passover.
Kind. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it
Hey,
is.
make sure y'all get your emails in and let us know how many are coming with you so that we can make sure that we have enough provisions for everybody. We want you to come get the word and feast with us. So
Yeah,
make sure you
definitely.
hit up the email. And just as a reminder, the Passover is April 21st at even. At even. If you want to make it, email us. We're going to be giving you the location and the time shortly.
Right, right, right. Location and time shortly, so everyone knows where to go and what time to show up. Make sure you're there, right? And if you brothers need, a couple of staffs and everything, y'all can go out there, Ollie's, right? Get you a staff, right? I mean, it's cheap out there and everything whatsoever, man. You know, just come prepared, man. Come to meet the Lord, man, right? And we're gonna have a
Right.
wonderful time celebrating the Passover as a family, man, right?
Oh, also, email us if you have any prayer requests or questions or anything like that. Because as we're getting closer to the feast days, we want to try to make sure that we're preparing not just our physical selves, but we're also preparing our spirit. So if you need prayer or you need to talk to brothers, hey, hit us up on the Gmail and we'll reach out to you and we'll talk with you or whatnot. Even if you need prayer, anybody in your family needs prayer, hit us up. Brothers are here for that. That's what brothers are here for. And on top of that, I just like to ask that y'all pray for Cap and his
Kind.
family. So, he's got some illness in his family. I don't know if you want me to tell all his
Yeah.
business or whatnot, but just go ahead and if you could just throw up some prayers for Cap and his family on this evening, or whenever you get a chance to, please send some prayers up for them. It'll be most helpful because the fervent prayers of a righteous man availeth much.
Much. That's right. And that's very important because we need it too, you know, as the leaders that the Lord has placed in his camp and stuff. So definitely, like General said, man, let's lift up the prayers for him and his family, man. Right? Because hey, we in this thing together. It's one, right? All praises to the Most High, man, because we know the Most High is true, man. Right? And he's gonna bring healing, he's gonna bring restoration, right? Whatever may be needed at that moment, man. We just gonna lift them up in prayer. We know that we're gonna go through some things, man, and things that them damn devil gonna come and try to hit, and try to get us off course and everything. But all praise to the Most High, man. We stand in truth, man. So, uh, lift him and his family up in our prayers tonight. And every day you get a chance to, man, just thank the Most High, man. Right? And I want to say Tawada Barakatah Yahweh to the donation that was just sent to the Cash App, man, by Sunshine. We appreciate it. Thank you. Tawada. Got
water.
Helping out, still investing in this this organization, man. So we want to thank the Most High for that.
Con. Anything anybody says to the Cash App, we thankful for. Because hey, y'all could be spending your money on other things. Y'all could be doing other things with the money, but we appreciate that. We appreciate all donations. Any donate, $1, whatever it be on your heart, whatever be on your spirit.
Man.
Everything that we spend our money on goes back to you. Brothers ain't pocketing this money. And anytime we have a thought of how we can do what we can do to better forward the kingdom, brothers be like, hey, let's do it. Like it's let's get this, let's do that. Oh, we're gonna have this is gonna help with that. This is gonna help get the word out. Brothers are on it. Brothers are just trying to get the word out to the family, trying to bring the kingdom like as soon as possible. Chief be running. Chief be running for it. Cap be on it. Cap be like, hey, let's get this, let's do that. Hey, we want to make sure this is taken care of for the people. Hey, these are the kind of brothers you want. You want brothers like these that are gonna be all in for this truth, to be sincere in trying to feed the flock. That's gonna wanna take time, put lessons together so that we can bring it to you, so that we can get the kingdom, not for our glorification.
That's right.
We do this for you.
That's right. That's right. Khan. That is absolutely right. We do it for you. Our praises to the Most High, man. Let me tell you, man, it's a truly blessing even for me, because I used to have to travel all the way out of town just for a Passover, just to do some of the man. Good. It's so great to have it one here in Knoxville. You can just join up and be like, man, I ain't got to worry about just leaving out, which is not saying it's bad, but I said I'd rather be to do my first one here at home, man. So something that we truly looking forward to, man. So great lesson tonight, man. Thank the Most High for that thing, man. Israel, use this time to continue to increase your faith, man. Increase your faith, man. Get your knowledge. This here is knowledge, man. This is power. This is true power, man. And like we said before, man, this ain't to look up and say go hate and do all that. No, man. This is what we just finding out who we are, learning who we are, teaching our children who they are, man, because it's very important. One of the scariest things you can ever do in life, man, is finally realize what's a lie and turn around and say, now I know the truth. We know the truth now, man. We know the truth now, right? We're going to teach our children, right? We're going to share it amongst them. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just going to be letting them go into these cemetery schools and then breaking them down. No, we ain't doing that, man, right? We got the truth, man. We're going to raise our families and stuff according to the will of the Most High, man. Right? Because we ready for him to return, man, and take us out of this place, man. We ready to go home. I'm ready to see Jacob's well. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you now, I got so much I want to see and do, man. I ain't even going to lie to you, man. So, yeah, that's why we got to come out full thrown block. We just got to go from block to block, trying to wake our people up and tell them, man, don't be ashamed of the Most High, man. Do not. We ain't to be ashamed. The other nations are ashamed of them. That's why they did what they did, man. They know him, keep none of his laws or anything. We're not. We are to love him. We got an everlasting salvation, man. It don't end with us, man. No other nation get that salvation other than Israel, right?
Con. Beautiful lesson tonight. I hope that y'all have been edified, to learn something new. Even when I was looking at this, I learned something new. So all praises to the Most High for that. All praises.
All praises, man.
Con.
All praises. Con. That's right. Slow now. Local body in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's local. Brothers can come out and lay a brick.
That's right. Hey, with that being said, if you do want to put in the work with brothers, you want to come out the camp or whatnot, also email us. Email us. Hey, that's how I got together with brothers. I was like, yeah, I saw a video. I was like, hey, that look like Knoxville.
Yeah.
Hey, where y'all brothers at?
Where y'all at? Man, let's go. Let's go. Shoot, I ain't got the time. Just tell me where you at, and I'm married. That's it.
Right. Beautiful, beautiful. That's how the Most High work.
Chat popping tonight. Con.
Yeah.
Beautiful precepts.
All the precepts.
They were beautiful.
Man,
definitely beautiful.
Yeah, if we missed anything, Salakia. If we missed it. But hey, you got anything else, Chief?
I think that's it, brother. We're gonna pull our verse, man, and yeah.
All right, I got it. This is Isaiah 61 and verse 3. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness.
All praise.
The planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified.
Say that thing right there.
The water Yahweh.
All praises, man. Beautiful, man.
Right.
Beautiful breakdown tonight. And with that being said, I'm Chief Yamea.
I'm General Hezekiah.
And we like to say, Shalom Kwam Yasharala, Israel.
Shalom Kwam Yasharala. We be them trees.
We be them trees.